I wanted to ask. Sorry. No, it's okay. I figured. In late October, you had referred to the fact that the administration is not drawing any red lines for Israel. As the death toll for civilians in the Gaza Strip has gone up, I wanted to ensure, is that still the case, that the administration has no red lines at all?
That is still the case.
Okay, and then also a follow-up. You all have spoken a number of times about a two-state solution, and this is not so tangential to the immediate conflict, but I wanted to understand, coming in, you all have maintained a policy of recognizing Israel's control over the Golan Heights. That was a move that your predecessor made, reversing, U.S. policy after half a century. Is that still the Biden administration's policy, that you have, that you believe that Israel has sovereignty over the Golan Heights?
Let me get back to you on that specific policy question. I don't want to freelance it from here, but you said something at the beginning that talking about a two-state solution seems tangential to what's going on, and I would respectfully disagree. It's actually what's going on underscores how important it is that we continue to try to make progress towards a two-state solution. But I will get you a better answer on the Golan Heights. I'd rather not just spitball that.
Thank you. I want to follow up on the previous question. I have another question. So why not embracing these descendant voices who calls for a balance between private and public message, and criticize Israel when actually it is in violation of international humanitarian law and the Geneva Convention? With due respect, John, some people think that you repeat what the Israeli army spokesman is saying. It's exactly what they're saying, you're repeating here. So why not these descendant voices, not just understanding them, and we have a channel because we're a democracy, why not? What's wrong with them? What's wrong with standing here and say when Israel do something wrong, because you're the best friend, you have leverage on them, why not criticizing them?
Your question presupposes that we've made some determination that the law of armed conflict has been violated, and I don't think we're not at that point.
You disagree with the UN?
I would just tell you that we're not going to react in near real time to every event. Israel has a right and a responsibility to defend itself, and we're going to make sure they have the tools and capabilities to do that. Again, we're 1 month after this, and we ought not forget what happened 1 month ago. 1,400 people slaughtered in their homes at a music festival. And when Hamas decided to conduct operations, it was with the intent of killing people. I heard this word genocide tossed around about it. Hamas actually does have genocidal intentions against the people of Israel. They'd like to see it wiped off the map. They said so on purpose. So that's what's at stake here, and we're going to keep making sure that Israel has that ability to do that. As for the voices, of course, we respect all different voices and perspectives on this, and we know that there's a lot of there's a lot of high emotion here when it comes to what's going on. We have never shied away from criticizing our friends and partners when we believe it's warranted, and we'll continue to do that. We also believe that the best diplomacy, the best progress in diplomatic pursuits is to do it privately and outside the public eye, and we'll continue to do that as well. We'll continue to have those tough conversations with our good friend.
Anybody forgot what happened on October 7th, but regardless,
I'm not saying you did forget. I'm just saying it's all good for us. We should all be reminded of what happened, and it happened a month ago today.
You talked about settlers' violence in the West Bank. The president spoke about it, but there's also violence by the Israeli army. There is many Palestinians being shot dead in the West Bank. It's 163 since October 7th. There's also massive arrests. There is 1,350 have been arrested under what the Israeli called an administrative detention, i.e. they can arrest a person without a trial. So is this something that concerns you? Is this something that you convey to the Israelis considering the situation in Gaza?
Yes.